I'm here with Miss Victoria Rosemond, daughter of Ann Hunter Rosemond. Thank you so much for participating.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, hey, this is my pleasure. It's been a long time coming. So what schools did you attend here in Shaker?
I attended the same Ludlow Elementary School, Woodbury Junior High School, and the high school, Shaker Heights High School. I do have a memory of my 6th grade graduation from Ludlow,
Okay.
where they honored second generation. And my mother and another girl who was white, our mothers were the only 2 graduates of Ludlow School.
Okay.
And I thought that was important because my mother was the only black person that had
Only
gone
child in the
through-
whole school.
Right. So that was important to
Yeah.
me. And it was significant.
Yeah.
You know, and it made me feel... I have other similar stories, not associated with Shaker, but just one time I was in the hospital. I had to have a little minor procedure, and I was like 7. And my mother had taken me to St. Vincent's, where my grandfather was a dentist. He did dental surgery there on his off day, which was Wednesday.
Okay.
And I was sharing a room with 2 Caucasian girls.
Okay.
And my mother had said... Papa, that's what I call him, will be around to see you tomorrow,
Yeah.
which would have been a Tuesday night because he did surgery on Wednesday. And so both those little girls had something to say. My mother's a doctor here. My mother's a nurse here. So I remember what she had said, and I wanted to have something to say too.
Oh, sure.
And so I said, my grandfather's a dentist here. And there was a black nurse, and she said, Who is your grandfather? I think she thought that I wasn't telling the truth.
Right.
And so I said, Dr. Hunter. And she said, oh, we know Dr. Hunter. We love Dr. Hunter. And he's here every week, and he does dental surgery. So she gave me an extra popsicle. And the next day when my grandfather came up, she was talking to him. She said, we didn't know you had a granddaughter. And I'm just saying those kind of memories are what kind of shaped Shaker is
Right.
that we all have voices. We want to be heard. And we
Right.
want to be seen.
Right, and we want to tell our stories and
we
our
want
history.
to tell our story, and
Right.
we are no different than anyone else.
Exactly.
We
and that's why
we have
I've
things
created
to
this.
share too.
Right, and that is exactly
and we
why I've created
appreciate
this.
you
Yeah.
doing what you did for our mother, because we tried to push her application through for the alumni a couple of times.
Listen, I was on the committee. I know. Listen, I was very pushy about it, and like I said, I could not get the votes, and that's why I just
And
stepped out on my own.
It's like you really have to stand on your head, and I don't know what they want, but to me, being the first black through the schools,
Yeah.
when there was no one else, is significant.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So.
But I do want to circle back to your grandfather. You said he was also the first black dental surgeon at St. Vincent Charity
St.
Hospital.
Vincent Charity Hospital. He
Yeah.
practiced there for 50 years,
Yeah,
from
that-
1925 to 1975.
Yeah, that's great history. So what was your experience like at Shaker Schools?
Mostly positive.
Okay.
Maybe high school. There were a few teachers that didn't respond the way I thought they should have.
Yeah.
But for the most part, positive.
Okay, well that's good, and it's okay because, like I said, I just hosted for my 50th reunion Laura Meckler, who wrote Dreamtown, and so she kind of laid out a lot of history in the book. So that's why I think it's for us to just speak very plain, and call a thing, and whatever your experience was, because our stories do need to be told and collected.
There were some teachers. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, Ken.
There were some teachers that, like your parents would have, what do they call it? Conferences.
Yeah.
And
My parents were up all the time.
and they needed to be reminded that we could do well too.
Yeah.
It wasn't just exclusive to one race or, what
Yeah.
have you. And so one time my mother even said, well, I know what happens in Shaker because I went here.
Yes.
So, there's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And it's, there's still some learning and improvement that needs to take place at Shaker even now. Can you share a family or neighborhood memory?
We always have fun. We couldn't go past the Rapid Line, Van Aiken and Warrensville.
Right.
But there was a Vogue Theater.
Yeah. Go to Vogue, go to Shaker Theater.
Yeah. I remember going there with a friend and seeing Psycho, the
Okay.
originals. And we probably snuck
Or going
in.
downtown, going to Shaker Square to the Colony Theater too.
Oh yeah. With the one big huge
It
screen.
was huge.
Yeah.
I went the very last week that it was a period. The last time that they had the big huge screen. Yeah, it was the Colony was like a Broadway play. Remember how long movies used to play there? They would play there like they were on Broadway.
Well, my Fiddler on the Roof is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And my mother probably took me up there 6 times to see that.
Wow.
Because I loved it so much, but it
Yeah.
stayed up there for like
Yeah. They would stay for
Shaker
like a
Square.
Broadway
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Drager's.
Yeah, Drager's Ice Cream. Scream, yeah. Well, I used to go down to a Marshall's drugstore on Saturdays to get a cherry Coke and fries.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was $1.50.
Wow.
You'll never see those prices again.
Right. The Rapid used to be like 13 cents.
Yeah, I remember when it was 10. It was 10 to go local and 15 to go downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I want to thank you so very much for you, your brother, and your dear mother, Ms. Ann Hunter Runciman, for being the first guests on the Shaker African American Oral History Project. And I hope that when we post this, actually I've got 4 more interviews lined up, and hopefully there'll be more. So thank you, guys, for starting it off.
We appreciate you too.
I appreciate you too.
Thank
you so very much. These first 5 episodes of the Shaker African American Oral History Project were sponsored by a generous donor. We appreciate your support. If you would like to sponsor some episodes, please contact me at carolmalone74@yahoo.com. Executive producer, creator, writer, host, Carol Malone. Co-producer, Lila Mills. Engineer, James Cananan. Production associate, John Ingram. Administrative associate, Samira Zaytone. Graphic artist, Kadrian Hinton. Album cover photo, Kenyatta Crisp.